What is good, y'all? It's your boy Fury, and I'm gonna try to do this video as my dog plays guard dog in the background, so forgive me if he barks. Anyway, we often glance over mental health, and I know I talk about it occasionally, but people gotta understand I'm actually, as a human black man in this world, we go through things, especially here in America. Life is hard, people. And this makes me think of a good friend of mine who always used to say, this world needs to blow up and reset all over again. And I always told him, no matter how hard I was going through it in my own struggles, I always told him that is a cop-out. I'm just saying, your life must not be that tough if you're still here, right? If you really hated this world, you would have done something about yourself. And I know I look back on it in retrospect, because you know what I mean when I said done something about yourself, meaning like I was mad dismissive, and I realized how wrong I was. I was basically telling a person, if you don't like this life, you know what to do. That's wrong. I would not want nobody to say anything like that to me. And I realized the error of my ways a long time ago. But we end up falling out on the situation because even he acknowledged the fact that, yo, I know I said some things, and I always used to say them, but I didn't mean them. I was just joking with you just to get you going. And that caused a lot of rift between the both of us, which we have pretty much fixed a couple years later. But thinking about the whole situation and trying to stay focused on mental health, I need to let a lot of people know your look on views, your nonchalant look on views when it comes to other people's problems, because you feel that the way you resolve an issue is a one-size-fits-all situation, can be harmful to a person you call a friend. And I realized that, and I have kind of just eased my flow and be like, okay, if that's the case, talk to me. Talk to me. And we come to some sort of terms. I'm not saying, I didn't tell him that we'd come to some sort of terms, but that's my whole, I'm telling you guys as I record this, that's my whole intention when I say talk to me. Is like, maybe he or she can help me see things from their perspective, and maybe I can help them see things from our perspective, and we come to terms. A lot of people don't think that. This is why a lot of relationships are failing, or people are afraid to get into them, because a lot of people, especially in Black America, don't want to do the work. We got sisters out here complaining about the NFL draft, and all the black players for the majority had white women with them. And as hypergamous as those women may potentially be, guess what? They knew they had to put in the work to even be right there. They had to sacrifice something to be right there near their side. We don't know how the future goes. We don't know how their relationship's going to turn out. But that's with everybody. You don't know how the future goes. You try to make the future as beautiful as you can make it. Man, people don't understand that at this age, it's not intentional that I just basically keep myself a semi-recluse. It's just, I don't find going outside every day to do something extravagant. I don't find that to catch me out. And besides, the number one reason is I have a job. A few of them. I'm not saying everybody else don't have jobs, but like I said, I have multiple jobs. I work at different locations. Today, I'm working in my home city. Tomorrow I'm gonna be working at Edison for the next 2 days at 7 o'clock in the morning. After trying to get out of work and try to get some sleep and be in the bed by 12:30, which is going to be next to impossible given if it's a long night here in Jersey City. But I have to be to Edison at 7 o'clock. I don't have time to really be thinking about, well, I really need to go out and have a drink. And it takes its toll on you. But it's the life I chose to live because of financial responsibilities. Not everybody got these amazing 6-figure jobs and can just be like, okay, I can go and come as I please. And speaking of 6-figure jobs, that's what men today are being judged on more than their character. Now, I'm not saying just go out there and find you a builder bum. I'm not saying that to any man or woman. But Jesus Christ, we ain't in the 1950s no more. We just not. And that's not a cop-out. Life is hard. The cost of living has barely gone up to, the cost of living has gone up, but the pay has barely risen to accommodate it. It hasn't accommodated. We live in an era of pure capitalism and greed. And I understand capitalism is a thing because people need to continue to sustain businesses and stuff. And when you put out a product, you are making a product to capitalize on a need. I get what capitalism is all about. So let me reiterate, pure, unadulterated greed. And when your significant other, as a man, if your significant other is based more on transactional, more than caring about you or caring about your journey and your woes and your tiredness, when it comes to trying to get there, you don't need to be with that person. You really don't need to be with that person. I'm telling you this, guys. And I'm not saying this to put you in a situation to force you to be single. If you express that you're tired, and I'm not talking about sleepy tired, you just tired of the way you being mistreated, and she just tell you you are a bitch and you need to suck it up. Maybe in those words, maybe in nicer words. If she's just constantly telling you that, and then she's going and running to her female friends and dragging your name in the dirt, you don't need to be in a situation like that. I got friends out here who are sad. They're sad. They were in relationships with women who didn't care about them. They just used them as a doorstop, and I know that feeling. And what I may say now might seem a little bit off-puttish, but I was in a situation where I was used as just some dick. And when you're in your 40s, you don't want to be used as some dick. You don't. You're at the point in your life where you're like, you know what? Give me you, and I mean give me all of you, or don't give me nothing at all. It's like the Bond song that Maya sang. Give me everything or nothing. Give me everything or nothing. And when we say everything, we're not talking about your entire soul. We're talking about give us a full relationship status. Are we building together? And yes, I said building together. And I'm not talking about just pooling our resources together, because the moment you say that, women just tense up like, oh, you can't do it on your own. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I could do it on my own for me. Because you know what? I appreciate all the work I put in to take care of myself. Unlike your ungrateful asses. And I'm not saying all, not all. But you get what I'm saying, right? That's the problem. And I say that a lot with a lot of my sisters. A lot of you don't understand that you can attract more bees with honey than vinegar. You don't like to speak life into a situation. Y'all like to just take. Not all, okay? I have to reiterate, not all. But you have to speak life to that person. That person's out there trying to make things happen for himself and for you is to the best of his ability. Do not tell him he ain't doing a good enough job. As long as he's trying as hard as he can. I come home. Let's say, for example, I was in a marriage or a relationship, and I come home and my wife, I realized that, the food ain't to my liking. And she doesn't have experience in cooking, but she tried her ass off. I'm not going to be mad at her because truth be told, in 2024 and way before that, your boy been cooking since he was 12 years old. That is 34 years of learning and still learning and honing my craft. I know how to handle myself in the kitchen. I don't need you for that. I don't want you for that. I love you. Okay? You give me love. And when you give a man love and he realize, holy shit, this woman putting up with me. And I mean like putting up with him, meaning like, you working with me, meaning that I know I'm not perfect. A lot of guys understand this. They know they're not perfect either. And she ain't perfect, but you know what? Y'all working on something. Y'all coming to this agreement like, yeah, I know I fucked up. And she like, yeah, I know I fucked up too. See, you don't get that a lot. I said on the live stream numerous times, I don't know the last time I've been apologized to by a woman outside of my family. And a lot of the dudes I was in the live stream with was like, yo, the things that he said do not reflect on me in this channel. I was like, bro, I take all the responsibility for it. I take all the smoke. And it is not to be antagonistic. It's to speak the truth. You got these guys out here going through things all the time. Myself included. And we have no support system but ourselves. Then there's some who get out there and they just go from a place of hurt. They start speaking and behaving like a lot of these hyenas we see online who talk mad shit about black men. And I look at them like, bro, I can't be associated with this. You just proving these hyenas right. We got to move better than this. And when we say move better, you got to move away from that. And that's what I'm doing. So you can call me a quirky person. You can call me a nerd. You can call me all this stuff for just doing things that make me happy. But truth be told, I can still do these things and do them less if I had someone in my life. You're not going to change who I am, but I will sacrifice some things for somebody that I love. Could you sacrifice anything? Ask yourself that question. Anyway, it's your boy Fury. I'm here and now I'm out. Peace.